McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Joe Rogan didn't hold back when challenging Floyd Mayweather's claims of owning $42 million in 60 buildings. Despite Mayweather's flashy displays of wealth, credible sources have repeatedly disputed these assertions, suggesting his financial empire might be a house of cards built on lies and false promises. Rogan's skepticism adds fuel to long-standing doubts about the true extent of Mayweather's fortune.
So Floyd is just piecing him up. Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity. That's a tax write-off. And all sorts of things that goes.
Yeah, you got a good point. But those $1 million watches, they're not giving you those.
Rogan also dissected Mayweather's career evolution from an electrifying fighter to the money persona obsessed with wealth. Floyd stopped caring about the thrill of boxing, Rogan noted, and instead focused on the cash while constantly disrespecting opponents. This shift, according to Rogan, marked the moment Mayweather prioritized spectacle over sport.
Floyd went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
While acknowledging Mayweather's legendary boxing status, Rogan dismissed any notion of Floyd succeeding in MMA. He's remembered more for his money than his fights, Rogan argued, bluntly stating that Mayweather would get destroyed in the octagon. The critique highlights broader questions about Mayweather's adaptability, proving that even among experts, his legacy isn't beyond scrutiny.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on, get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight.
You'd be screwed.
It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck. But Conor's going to get a hold of him, and then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the way from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range for Floyd.
Joe Rogan revealed another jaw-dropping example of Mayweather's influence, allegedly firing a referee in the middle of a fight. Only someone at the absolute top of boxing, with Floyd's level of fame and power, could pull that off, Rogan said. The story underscores how Mayweather's money and clout extend far beyond the ring, shaping every aspect of his career, even officiating.
The referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the f are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insanity.
Rogan traced Floyd's unmatched competitiveness back to his upbringing. Raised by his father and uncle, both fierce competitors, Mayweather was molded into a fighter who refused to lose at anything. While this mentality made him a boxing legend, Rogan suggests it also fuels his obsession with wealth and status today, blurring the line between sport and spectacle.
You'll just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being super, they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time and the boxing skill.
Mayweather once boasted about earning $3 million monthly, even claiming he out-earned Bill Gates. But Rogan and financial experts quickly debunked this as pure fantasy. Anyone who understands boxing payouts knows those numbers don't add up, Rogan argued. While Mayweather's wealth is undeniable, Rogan implies that exaggeration is just another tool in Floyd's playbook, keeping his name in headlines, even when the math doesn't hold up.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes, what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Floyd Mayweather has never hidden his obsession with wealth, openly stating that money is the core of his life. He pushes his children to follow his path, insisting that building generational wealth is his ultimate goal. But critics argue that this mindset reveals a deeper issue, prioritizing riches over principles, leaving little room for legacy beyond the bank account.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Despite his billion-dollar boasts, multiple reports claim Mayweather owes money to fighters and business partners. The most explosive allegation comes from rapper 50 Cent, who says Floyd scammed him out of $2 million while in jail. According to 50, Mayweather asked him to handle his promotions, took the investment, then played dumb after release, acting like the deal never happened.
We brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying a new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when? But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he didn't tell me to do that.
50 Cent didn't stop there. He revealed that many in Floyd's inner circle secretly resent him, calling him obsessed with money and lacking real values. He brags nonstop about his wealth, but nobody respects him beyond boxing, 50 claimed. The accusation paints Mayweather as a man who measures worth in dollars, not loyalty or integrity.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
Floyd Mayweather's financial controversies continue to pile up. Logan Paul recently claimed the boxing legend still owes him money from their high-profile exhibition match. Despite generating millions in revenue and global attention, Paul alleges he was never fully paid, adding to the growing pattern of Mayweather's money-first, accountability-last approach.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
Oscar de la Hoya weighed in, suggesting that Mayweather's sporadic comeback fights hint at financial pressure. Guys like Floyd blow through money fast: private jets, cars, insane luxuries, and then they need more, de la Hoya said. Given Mayweather's over-the-top spending habits, the concern seems valid. Is Money Mayweather at risk of running dry?
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Mayweather's $18 million watch collection, plus hundreds more, makes headlines, but experts question the long-term viability of his spending. While flaunting wealth is part of his brand, skeptics argue that no fortune is endless, especially when paired with unpaid debts and legal disputes. Is Mayweather's empire built to last, or is it a financial time bomb waiting to implode?
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million?
You're the first to see it. That's insane. That 1.8 is high. Ooh. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ. That's how we doing. That is sick, dude.
But wow. You gotta show him what he said.
Money green.
No, hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
One of one.
Money team. Can we see it on him? Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
Joe Rogan didn't mince words about Floyd Mayweather's 2017 bout with Conor McGregor, dismissing it as nothing more than a $100 million paycheck. Despite being retired, Mayweather couldn't resist the payday, proving yet again that his brand is built on turning spectacle into profit. For a man who obsessively talks about money, this fight was just another business move.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Okay. What was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Yes, gentlemen, let's do this.
No, a bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. No.
Mayweather constantly boasts that no fighter in history has matched his financial success. While his confidence is undeniable, his relentless comparisons to others reveal a deeper insecurity, using his wealth as a shield against criticism. The more he flexes, the more skeptics question whether his legacy is truly untouchable greatness or just clever marketing.
Still waiting. Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
Floyd's $50 million plus exhibition against Logan Paul was justified as smart business, yet he mocked Mike Tyson for fighting Jake Paul later in life. Fans instantly called out the double standard. Mayweather wants to dictate when money fights are legitimate but only when he benefits. The contradiction exposes how Floyd controls the narrative to suit his ego, even if it means rewriting his own rules.
When you watch something like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, what is your reaction? When you watch him boxing for free, you can have millions and millions and millions of views. But when you're watching Floyd Mayweather, you have to pay. I think WWE is good for Logan, and Jake Paul, easy. At 48, too easy.
Mike Tyson hasn't held back his disdain for Mayweather's post-retirement antics. "I don't like Floyd," Tyson admitted, calling out the boxing legend's never-ending need to flaunt wealth despite no longer competing. For a fighter like Tyson, who values authenticity, Mayweather's obsession with appearances rubs him the wrong way.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat. He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. It's just he don't do drugs. That's his heroin, the gym.
Someone told me this. They say he doesn't have a vice. Yeah. He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
The gym.
While Mayweather's business acumen is undeniable, his methods often blur the lines between hustle and exploitation. From unpaid fighters to inflated financial claims, his version of success raises red flags. Is Floyd a self-made mogul or a master of smoke and mirrors economics? The debate continues.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know, it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
That's all for now. Stay tuned for more unfiltered breakdowns. The Mayweather money saga is far from over. Like and subscribe for more real talk on boxing's biggest names.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.